Welcome back to Making a Difference. I'm your host, Angelo Mincey with Foodies Care, and today I have two very special guests with me today. They have actually joined our board of directors. It is Spencer Boulter with 6'8 Ministry and the legendary Major Harding. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you, Angelo.
Great to have you. So, Spencer, man, you've been all over the place. Costa Rica, leading that charge down there, and you've decided to partner with us at Foodies Care. I imagine you got a lot on your plate. I already know Major has a lot on his plate because he's Major. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on. Like, why Foodies? Like, why that partnership?
Well, in Costa Rica, we serve about 700, 800 meals a week. Mm-hmm. And feeding people has always been something that's very important to us. So when Mike invited us and told me the vision behind Foodies Care, I was like, absolutely, 100%. And for us with the feeding, it's not just trying to give them a meal, but it's trying to build a relationship with them and help them feel dignified and help them feel like it's more than a meal, like it's a friendship. So we, most of our feeding programs have a very strong relational component as well. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of homeless feeding, and then we do a lot of single mothers and children. We feed a lot of children. Down there's a huge economic need, and so filling. But I tell them I don't want to just fill their belly. I want to fill their hearts as well. So that's, and that kind of echoed with the Foodies Care. So I was just like, absolutely, that sounds so great.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. Food has this weird thing of like bringing people together and creating community that opens up conversation and allows like a lot of great work to happen. You're ministry based, so you kind of almost like sink into these thoughts of, like feeding the 2 fish and 5 loaves, and you have these mass amount of people and they come together and some amazing things are done in these spaces. So kind of circling around that, Major is actually my intro to you. So I went to your event, I think last year, and that was, I think Major shared it with Mike and he shared it with me. And then I was like, I still don't know who this guy is. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure I shook your hand at this event. But then we circled back around and we were talking about what was happening, and Major was like, hey, have you met Spencer? And I think we talked for a little bit on the couch there. Yeah. So Major's the linchpin in all these things. You joined us on Foodies Care board and you're serving with us and helping us on that work. But you're also plugged into 6'8". Oh, yeah. So you are modern day philanthropist, it seems like. What's got you driving in all these different spaces?
I thank God. At the end of the day, it's all for His glory and glorification and honor. And to plug in with organizations like Foodies Care and 6'8", which I've been involved with for almost 20 years since it started, it's been a journey. And it, like I say, at the end of the day, as long as it honors God and it glorifies Him, then let Him get all the credit through His Son Christ, who died for us and rose again. So
yeah, easy enough. Well, man, I think we are in a new kind of landscape as to like how the world is moving now, for a million different reasons, and I think that is in some ways affected like how we're able to engage and how we're able to be generous. In some stores, I see people that are like, I have no ability to give or to be charitable. And then on the other side, you have people that's like, like Major, it's like, no, like I'm gonna use my life, my talent, my work to invest in the people. From your standpoint, you're leading an organization and you're joining us on this side. What does that look like for you? Like, how's these changes that's happening around us impacted you?
That's one of the things that I love about my job is we host about 45 to 50 mission teams a year. And these mission teams that come down, people are all of a sudden drawn to wanting to become generous, and they find the joy and they find the purpose behind it, and they do that down there. In this world we live in today, everything is about me. It's all about inward focus and consumerism, and even all the messages we get all the time tell us that it's us, when it's really Him. And when you get out of that and you try to become generous, and it doesn't have to be money. That's what I tell people, because a lot of people don't have money, but they have time and they have gifts. Like you said, they have talent and time and talent. So you can, when you start to not look at yourself and start to give generously back to other people, one, you're glorifying God, and that gives you the purpose, and that gives you the joy. More than anything else we chase after is giving people the love of Christ and doing things in the name of Christ for people. And that's what I think springs up generosity in people.
Perfect. Well, to wrap up, I like to leave it two things. I know you got an event that's coming up here that's charged to, help you continue to fulfill that mission. So tell us a little bit about, what that is, how we can find it, how we can get involved. And then my last question going to be to you is, considering everything we shared today, what's your top way you think people can get involved today and be generous now?
Well, the event is this Saturday, May 3rd, and you can find information at 68ministries.com. And it's our big annual fundraiser. It's a lot of fun. We call it the Bourbon and Barbecue. So there's a lot of high-end bourbons and bourbon tastings, and then there's barbecue, really good food, which always brings people together like we were talking about. Yeah. And then there's also going to be some raffles and games and auction items, and it's just a great time, live music. So it's a great time for people to come together and really build that community around the food, but also hopefully generate some funding for 68 Ministries.
Awesome.
And then as far as I would just challenge people. Like, I would love for them to come down to 68 Ministries and serve in Costa Rica. But there's opportunities here locally. And I'm sure that you could put them on to different organizations locally. But I would just encourage people to take that first step and do it and feel what they feel at the end of it. And then that's addicting.
Yeah.
Because you get the reward it just fills you up so much that you just want to do it again. So anytime we can stop looking at ourselves and put our eyes on other people and show them love and compassion and the gospel, that's what gets you going.
Awesome.
That's what.
Well, if you'd like to see more conversations like this and want to know how you can get involved, you can find us at dailynewsnetwork.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Angelo Mincey. Take care. Foodies Care is a nonprofit organization here started in Jacksonville, Florida. Our mission is to support other nonprofits realize and carry out their missions. We're trying to simplify that process to have a local body that's here on the ground and says, listen, we're going to work with you, we're going to partner with you, we're going to give you the resources that you need to be able to do the work that is needed in this community.